Dear students, in this video we are going to study about the microwave tubes. In that we'll study about the introduction, reflex Klystron oscillator, mechanism of oscillation, modes of oscillation and the mode curve. For extremely high frequency oscillation, that is about 1 gigahertz, the interelectrode capacitance and the transit time delays of standard electron tube construction become prohibitive. However, there seems to be no end to the creative ways in which tubes may be constructed, and several high-frequency electron tube designs have been made to overcome these challenges. So for this, they will consider the reflex klystron. It is discovered in 1939 that a toroid cavity made of conductive material called a cavity resonator surrounding an electron beam of oscillating intensity would extract beam without actually intercepting the beam itself. Now we'll see in the diagram that is a reflex klystron oscillator. The reflex klystron oscillator consisting of electron gum, anode, RF out, coaxial loop, repeller space and the repeller electrode. The electron gun emits the electron beam which passes through the gap in the anode cavity. These electrons travel towards the repeller electrode which is at high negative potential. Due to high negative field, the electron repel back to the anode cavity. So in the return journey, the electron give more energy to the gap and these oscillations are sustained. The construction details of the reflex klystron is as shown in the figure. It is assumed that the oscillations already exist in the tube and they are sustained by its position. The electron, while passing through the anode, gains some velocity. So this is the construction of reflexed klystron. Now we'll see the mechanism of oscillation. So the mechanism of oscillation is as shown in the figure. The operation of the reflex klystron is understood by some assumption. The electron beam is accelerated towards the anode cavity. So let us assume that the reference electron, so you can see the reference electron ER crosses the anode cavity but has no extra velocity and it repels back after reaching the repeller electrode with the same velocity. So we'll consider the another electron, let us say it is EE, which has started earlier than this reference electron, reaches the repeller first but returns slowly, reaching at the same time at the reference electron. Now we have another electron, that is late electron. So we have kept that one as EL, late electron, EL, which start later than both EE and ER. However, it moves with a greater velocity while returning back, reaching at the same time as ER and EL. Now, these electrons, namely EE, ER and EL, reach the gap at the same time, forming an electron bunch that you can see in the diagram. This is the electron bunch. This traveling is called as a transit time. So this traveling time is called as a transit time, which would give an optimum value. The figure illustrates this. The anode cavity accelerates the electron while going and gains their energy by retarding them at the return journey. When the gap in the voltage is at the maximum positive, this lets maximum electron to retard. So now we'll see the mode of oscillations. So the mode of oscillation is the electron should return 1 3 by 4 or 2 3 by 4 or 3 by 4 cycles, most optimum departure time, where T is the time period of the resonant frequency. So it is the time taken by the reference electron to travel in the repelled space between entering the repelled space and returning to the cavity at the positive peak voltage and the formation of the bunch. So then n is equal to n plus 3 by 4 into T is equal to n into T, where n is n plus 3 by 4 and n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. So n is the mode of oscillation. So the mode of oscillation is named as n is equal to 3 by 4, 1 3 by 4, 2 3 by 4, etc. For the modes n is equal to 0, 1, 2 respectively. Now we'll see that last one is mode curve. So in the mode curve, this will study only the qualitative analysis. So since the output power and the frequency can be electronically controlled by varying the repeller voltage. So the expansion for those parameters in terms of repeller voltage are important. So we'll write the expression as PRF equals 0.3986 V naught V naught I naught into V naught plus VR square root of E by 2m V naught divided by 2 star F star L. So now we'll see the diagram of electron tuning and the output mode of a reflex klystron. So here we can see the power output in milliwatt and frequency, resonant frequency of the cavity. And in the x-axis, we can see here the repeller voltage. So you can see the first mode it is 1 3 by 4, second mode 2 3 by 4, third mode 3 3 by 4. You can see the variation in the diagram here, that is the center point of the mode. You can see here this goes on decreasing as the mode value is increases, it will goes on decreases, peak value goes on decreases. And the second one is electronic tuning range. So electronic tuning range, you can see here first one is 10 megahertz. For the second mode it is 20 megahertz, for the third mode it is 30 megahertz.